and welcome to 2026. All right, I'm sure you've heard it many times by now, but the new year is here. And what are you going to do different this year? That's my question to you on this live call. I would love to focus more on doing rather than just preaching about it. I personally, I don't know about you guys, but I learn when I'm hands on, when I do things um, my own way. I learn a little bit in theory and then I apply it, I improve it, and that's how it sticks for me. Let me know if that's like this for you as well. But when it comes to the AI component here that we're working on and the AI Adopters Club, how we can turn you into the AI resource at your work, then I think that's something as well, especially when it comes to, you know, people always ask me, hey, you know what? So what AI should I use? Or can you send me that tool? I literally had somebody tell me, can you send me that AI that I should be using at work? I'm like, this is not how it works, unfortunately. I wish it was just, actually, I don't wish because then I wouldn't have anything to do, I guess. But it's not as easy as, look, just get this tool and then start working with it. It's not going to be that way. You need to improve over time. You need to develop an intuition and you just have to have fun with it. All right. And in order to have fun with it, I have been working on right click prompt, which I'm about to release for beta. So you guys can go to rightclickprompt.com. And it's going to be a beta phase where I need um, everybody's participation. All right. So you'll have access to the dashboard. And what does it do? It comes with a couple of example prompts. Here we have quick prefixes. So, for example, when you tell it to be a devil's advocate, all right. So this is the prompt that I just put in there for starters, for people to kind of get an idea what it can do. And then once you're done with this, let's say initially this is actually removed. So you don't see it here. Okay, let's just set it up so you can see there's a little reminder. Please drag your folders from the My Prompt section, or later on when you subscribe to other people's prompts or you share your own ones, you can get them from here and you can drag them over here. And then they will show up in your extension. All right, we drag them here. They show up here in the dashboard and then it's synced and it shows up here in the extension. And once it's in the extension, you can right click, prompt, and use this thing. All right. Use it in any browser and just have fun. So, one of the reasons why I built this is the first version. I just checked it out. I actually built it on January 27th, was the first time I uploaded it to the extension store on Google last year. And then I updated in March. We got about 2,000 users now. The reason why I built this is because it helps me a lot because I have a lot of repetitive workflows. You could say that some of this stuff can be covered by skills in Claude, for example, where you have a repetitive workflow. Skills are more complex. Those are really just text snippets, the traditional prompts that we all know. But I find myself that I often use those in different scenarios. So, for example, and by the way, if you want to be part of the beta, just subscribe to the AI Adopters Club. I will send out an email to all my subscribers and a link where to get started and just use this thing. So I find myself oftentimes moving between different AI models, and I would just want to take my prompts with me. And so the skills thing is not that easy to just transport over. This way, I can just keep it in my browser, and I have it either in ChatGPT, in Gemini, or whatsoever, right? And so that's why I built it. And it really helps me with this version improve the prompts over time because we have a version history. We can see what worked, what didn't work. Can we go back? Can we make it better? So this is just a good way for me to tell somebody, look, I built this tool. If you don't know what to do with AI, here are, what do we have? 18 default prompts that you can just get started. And then you have some sort of context, some information, some data, and then you can transform it with those prompts. And that will show them what you can do, right? So that's the idea. But overall, my focus of this year is in AI is to do more and be more on hands on essentially. And so the other thing, so I got three things essentially. The first thing I just talked about, which is right click prompt. I'm going to drive this thing this year. I want to see it. I'm really proud of it right now, even if it's not going to be a wildly adopted success, I'm totally fine with it. I just wanted to tell essentially myself, prove to myself that I can build something as a vibe coder that is actually helpful and it looks polished and it just works production ready. Uh, to my degree, at least. I'm sure during the beta phase we'll find out some really dumb things that I didn't think about because I'm not a traditional software engineer. Well, I'm not a software engineer whatsoever. I'm an industrial engineer, by the way, but that's not really relevant anymore this time in my life. So, right click prompt is one thing. The other thing is I do want to host more hackathons for people that are non-technical, vibe hackathons, to just really show them how they can use AI to take what's in their mind and put that out into the world. I think Alex Hormozy said it best that the way he defines power is the more the shorter time it takes to come from an idea into execution into something out there in the world, the more powerful you are. And I think vibe coding is in that case the one of the most powerful tools ever. It's not only going to be vibe coding apps or anything like that. I'm talking about presentations as well. Maybe we'll even have presentation templates for vibe coding inside of right click prompt. That's an opportunity as well. But I'm also talking about something like the article that I posted last week. I think it was last week. The CEO operating system, all right, with Cloud Code. This thing is amazing. And I know most of you guys that hear this, they're just going to skip over it. They're not even going to look at the article or actually try to get it running. Everything in the article is described on how to get set up with Cloud Code. And then even if you've never touched the terminal before, you should be able to do it, and then how to basically just copy the prompt. It's a long prompt and put it into Claude Code to set it up on your system and then just start a conversation. I tried it and played around with it. It was insane. And I'm definitely going to keep it going. So the second pillar is vibe coding, not just apps, but also solutions for your personal life and for your role. So one of the big opportunities that I see is for professionals once they know how to use these tools, especially Cloud Code right now. I know I'm rambling on it, but it's just been amazing. Um, the biggest opportunity is really that people that are curious and want to learn, they'll be able to use those tools to essentially build their own micro solutions, micro software pieces that can help them in their day-to-day job. And this is super powerful. I can't emphasize this enough. Uh, right click prompt is one of those things that I built for myself because I needed it. And it saved me days. I actually have an analytics dashboard in a new version, so you'll see how much time it saves you as well. So that's that. So that's the second thing, vibe coding. We got right click prompt, we got vibe coding, hackathons. And then over this year, I think I'm going to add a pillar to the premium content, which is going to be specific on how to become an AI integrator in your business. So one of the things that I've started recommending to my consulting clients, the bigger companies that hire me on a fractional basis, I told them that their HR department needs to find people that can be AI integrators. And those are people that I also written about this. You can see the published articles, how to become a translator, essentially. Those are people that understand the business context of their corporation and can have enough AI intuition to understand which tasks, processes, and so forth can be augmented with AI, what can be automated, and what currently is just not a good fit. So you don't waste time as a business on that. And then they basically are the ones who are kind of like project managers that even if they don't do everything themselves, they oversee third parties that come in, they build maybe an automation or solutions, or they help their colleagues within the organization on how to improve their workflows. Right? Those are people that I'm actively referring to the HR departments of my clients they should start looking for and think about this role. So essentially, the third pillar of the AI Adopters Club this year is going to be how do you become that person? And it's going to be a dedicated section or maybe like a Saturday or Sunday edition. I don't know yet. Overall, I think I might scale back the amount of content. So I used to post up to 5 or 6 times a week. I'm thinking maybe to scale it back to 3, maybe 4 occasionally, but I'm not sure. The thing for me is I don't want to pump out more content. I would love to connect with people closer on an individual level. So meaning maybe Zoom calls every once in a while, having like those office hours like right now a little bit more often, and actually have a two-way interaction between you and me guys. That's what I'm looking forward to. So yeah, definitely excited. I would love to hear from you guys what is in for you in 2026, what you're working on. I'm also working on my gym here. I hope it's going to be ready soon. The equipment should come here any day now. And other than that, I would love to buy an RV park, but that's a separate topic. I would love to buy an RV park for investment purposes, and that's pretty much it. Gonna keep it chill. Other than that, just be healthy, enjoy time with the kids and the family. We just came back from Pennsylvania. I was there with my kids at the Poconos, and it was the first time for them to see snow. So we were sledding and having little snowball fights. You can see that on my notes. I posted, I think, 1 or 2 clips. So yeah, that's that for me, guys. Thanks for being here. Hey, Joel, good to see you. And let's make this 2026 a badass year and the year that you reimagine your role and you'll just have a heck of a good time using AI. All right, guys? So have a wonderful rest of your Sunday and talk to you soon. Bye bye. Peace out.